Hello, beautiful humans. I hope you all are doing very, very well, and welcome to today's video. Like, I know it's gonna be fun. I know it's gonna be fun.
It's really cute. Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't.
Okay, boy. I literally always forget to introduce myself, so that is the first thing that I'm going to do before I forget. Hi, my name is Lexi. I am a full-time artist based in Orlando, Florida. My art business is Mindful Living, and everything that I create is always centered on helping others navigate the human experience a little bit more mindfully. So getting into today's video, I wanted to give you all a little intro, a little preface of what to expect and some things that I've been up to lately. I have been drawing so much, possibly more than I ever have in my entire life. Side note, I did get a haircut. I got a little shag. I did straighten it though today, just because I wanted to see what it looked like straightened, but you'll see in the other clips what my natural hair looks like. I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with it. I needed a hairstyle that would let me just be able to wake up in the morning and let my hair just be. And it was so flat, it was super thick at the ends, and it wasn't really doing anything. It was just kind of like heavy, and yeah, it just wasn't doing anything. So I'm really feeling it. I'm feeling very me. That's the best way I could probably explain how this haircut made me feel. But back to what I was saying, I am drawing so much. I'm making so much art just in my free time. I've been taking my sketchbook literally everywhere. I've been drawing in it 24/7. I haven't really been making any digital art. It's mostly just been classic pen and paper sketchbook style, which I haven't done in so long. And it feels so good to be taking my time on things again, challenging myself with drawing things that are right in front of me. I also went to another sketchbook club meeting at one of my favorite plant shops. I got some footage there. I met some of the coolest artists, made a couple of friends, and I just think it's so cool because that's something that I really wanted to do this year, is make more creative friends. And the fact that it's January and that's exactly how it's kicking off. Actually, by the time this video is out, it's probably gonna be February. But regardless, my goal was to make more creative friends this year, and January started out hot. And I am so excited to see where these friendships go and what these connections do in the future. But yeah, so I went to a sketchbook club. I have been sitting outside a lot. The weather has been absolutely fabulous. Like, again, I live in Florida, so I'm sending you all warmth and sunshine if you do not live in a warm, sunny place right now. Sending you all love. But I love this time of the year where it's still like a winter for Florida. So it's like a 60, almost 70 degrees. There's not really many insects out because it's still a little too cold for them. And the birds are coming alive. And it just makes me feel so alive. It's the best time of the year. So I'm soaking up all the time I possibly can sitting outside. I'm probably gonna sit outside today and draw. And I'm also finishing up the last week of the Artist Way, which, to talk about that before we get into today's video, I did a poll on Instagram and YouTube and my Patreon to see if anyone was interested in doing a Artist Way club, and the reaction was really, really good. So I think I'm gonna start the Artist Way Club. The author, I've seen a couple of artists make this available as well, and I really love the idea. And the author of the book, her heart behind the book is that hopefully Artist Way groups start happening because of how much people are benefiting from it. So I would love to honor her in that. And I also love that she has pretty specific guidelines that she would like people to honor, and that everyone is an equal. So even though I would be like a facilitator of it, like getting everyone together, picking the times for everyone and all of that stuff, I'm still participating as an equal. And there's no one really teaching anyone else. There's no one above anyone else. And so I really want to respect that as well. I love her heart behind it. I love her vision behind it. And I'm really excited. So if you're interested in doing that, stay tuned. I'll definitely keep you all updated on here, but if you want to stay up to updated, whatever that means, I would recommend either following me on Patreon for free, partnering if you find a tier that best fits you, or Instagram. Those are going to be the main two places that I'm going to be announcing when the club's starting and all of that stuff. And then you'll be updated on YouTube whenever I post a new video, and I'll put that information in there as well. But yeah, so little Patreon plug and Instagram plug. But I'm gonna save my rambling for later. I will catch you all at the end of the video. I hope this inspires you to go and create and dream big, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. Grab a cup of joe and let's hang out. Good morning. I am currently sitting in my car, drinking my coffee, and I am at a plant shop. Like, actually one of my favorite plant shops for the sketchbook club. I mentioned it a couple of months ago. I think it was in like November or December when I first started going to the sketchbook club. It's this little, like, literally a free club. You show up with your sketchbook, you can hang and talk to people, or you can literally just keep to yourself and draw, but it's basically just like a community to draw with instead of just drawing on your own, and they have different locations every month. But yeah, as excited as I am, I'm also super nervous, especially since I brought my camera this time, but I really thought, like, who cares? I want to get footage, I want to film. But yeah, so I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna see what spots are available to sit. I saw that there was some indoor seating on social media, so I might try and sit inside because it's kind of a gloomy day. But yeah, I'm a little nervous. Like, I know it's gonna be fun, I know it's gonna be fine, but it's like, I think I might have shared on here, I'm having some trouble leaving my home and putting myself out there into the world and feeling comfortable with the person that I'm becoming. So yeah, I just feel like my home is my safe space, and I'm trying to teach myself that the world is safe too, because sometimes it just doesn't feel super safe, you know? But anywho, I don't know if this is your first time seeing my new little shag cut. I don't know if I did an intro to this video because this is the first thing I'm filming, but yeah, I got a little shag, which I am obsessed with. I think it's very cute, and I did like a little color block over here. But anyway, enough rambling. I'm going to go inside now.
Find you first. So don't forget. Your laughter, oh, way more than that if you want to do like an experience. Is that how you usually do it? You do pasta and like walk? That's amazing. Look that thick. I've been really well with myself that one. Because I feel like last time I was just struggling with that makes sense. The challenge is accepting. Yes. That makes sense. I love this. It's really cute. Like, I can see that being attached to you like easily. Yeah. I love that. Like the way those squares and stuff we did. The composition is amazing. Okay. Yeah, girl. Hype me up. Literally, pandemic, I think, did a number on all artists. Everyone was like, go for it. Or like, there's things on the wall, skip and sticks. It's a fun place to be in. Yeah, 100%. Art college, I was like, wow. I didn't know that. Yeah, my art teacher, she would like give me a program like that. I didn't.
I just got home, and I just want to talk a little bit about how artists need to support other artists. I had such a great conversation with so many new artists there, made a bunch of new connections, some new friends, some new pals. It was a really fun time. And we were just talking about how, like, sometimes the artist community, like, there's been plenty of times that I've tried to like collaborate with other people or even just be around other artists, and sometimes there's just such a competition where like things are like, they're mine, or like, I thought of this first, or just like a competition really. And I don't know, I just don't really see a lot of, I personally haven't really been a part of the creative community outside of like a competitive, like, there's no space, like, I'm trying to be here, I'm trying to make my footprint here, whatever. And I feel like Jennifer, my pal, shout out to Jennifer, she is really doing something with the sketchbook club. It is such a inclusive, fun, creative environment to meet new people and make great connections, authentic connections, and people that are genuinely just wanting to create and be in the same space together and celebrate each other and support one another. And it is seriously changing my life, like, hands down changing my life. So shout out to all the people I hung out with today. For the bee's knees, I had a blast. I don't know why I get nervous every single time. I literally started out sitting by myself, and then Jennifer came around, introduced me to some people, and met some of the loveliest souls. So if you're an artist and you don't have a creative community, go find one, because it is absolutely necessary. It is important, and it's necessary for maintaining a creative lifestyle. So I also want to show you some cute things that I got along with my sketchbook page that I did. So I know I showed like a little clip, but this is my little page I did. And I was really struggling last time with fiddly figs. So I drew two. Here's one here, and there's another one up here in like this corner right there. But yeah, I feel like I actually executed really well. I'm really proud of myself. I love this page so much. I think there's things that are really free-flowing here, and I also feel like there's like a good challenge with like the fiddle leaf fig and trying to draw like something a little bit more realistic. And then I walked around a little bit. So this is also a plant shop that it was in, and I got the absolute cutest like half moon jewelry tray, or just some sort of tray in general, but I'm probably gonna use it for my jewelry. Obsessed with it. And then I also got this like deep mustard yellow plant pot, or just pot of some sorts for like paintbrushes, colored pencils, pens, whatever. I feel like this color combo duo is like absolutely beautiful. If you could see it in person, it's just like magnificent. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk to you all about. Just wanted to share my insight on having a creative community, having people that are like-minded support you in what you're doing, especially if what you're doing is a little bit different from like the normal. I feel like artists in general are really making like a name for themselves, and it's a job that's able to be accomplished without absolutely struggling, I think, to a certain extent. And I'm truly loving the connections that I'm making, the friends that I'm making, and just putting myself out there a little bit more. I think for a while I didn't really know where I like belonged in a sense, and it just feels good to be in a community of people that really get me in their own unique way. So yeah, if you're an artist, go find a creative community. It is seriously amazing. Love it out here. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. So, sending you all love. It literally sounds so beautiful outside. There's an owl hooting, birds are chirping, very, very minimal insects, and I just feel like spring is upon us. And like, this is my favorite time of the year where like it's still technically winter. And of course I live in Florida, so it's not as, you know, wintry at all by any means, but in Florida specifically, this is like my absolute favorite time of the year where like it's still pretty chilly outside, but it's also starting to warm up and things are starting to come back to life. And like, I don't know, this is just my favorite time. So I'm soaking in all of this time that I can sit outside with not too many bugs and beautiful weather where I can wear a crew neck and still be comfortable. So yeah, I've been getting outside more, sitting in the sun more. That, along with being more creative, has been the main things I wanted to focus on this year, is just moving, having some movement, getting out in the sun, and being more creative. Those are literally like my main goals of the year. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting some sun time. I'm creating. I'm in week 12 of the Artist Way, so I'm wrapping that up. And I also am wanting to start a little Artist Way group where basically we meet weekly, discuss our thoughts on that week's lesson and tasks, maybe any realizations that we've had, whatever it might be. The book is really for anyone wanting to embark on any sort of creative journey, unclog from creative block, recover the artist within you, and really just a deeper meaning as to why we're here in the first place. This book has truly been single-handedly the thing that has transformed my creativity and me as a human the last 3 months. I feel like I am not even close to the same person that I was when I started it in all of the best ways. So yeah, I really want to start a group. If you are interested, please let me know. I did post a poll on Instagram. I posted a poll on my Patreon, and I think I'm probably going to post a poll on YouTube by the time this video is already up. So head over to that poll and let me know what you think. If you would really like to join, if you need more information, etc. I also really want to respect the author. Her vision was for groups to form after people have gone through this, so I want to start one of those groups. And I also love that she emphasizes that she wants everyone to be treated as equals, even the facilitator. So though I would be like the facilitator of the group, I'm still participating as an equal, and we're all contributing, and I love that so much. So I want to honor her in that and her wishes, and I want to start one of those groups. So let me know if you would like to be a part of that. I would love to do it with more people. Doing it by myself was obviously life transformative, but I think doing it within a group can also be even better because I think that there's more minds to collab. So we would be doing the week separately on our own, and then we would meet once a week just to discuss our, thoughts, realizations, etc. But with that being said, I was writing my morning pages and journaling this morning, and I had this weird urge to go read my very first morning pages when I first started The Artist Way and kind of see the difference between who I was and who I am. So I thought I would read it to you all so you can also see how much it can transform you, even if you are skeptical about it or even if you're really unsure about it. But just being willing and just putting yourself out there, how much you can still change. So I'm going to read that to you all. Okay, so I'm not going to read all of it because I do think I want some things to stay pretty personal, but I will read most of it. So this is October 4th, 2023, and a little backstory so that you understand what I'm kind of saying here. The morning pages are emphasized to do it in the morning, kind of the first thing that you do. However, the entire purpose of them is to say whatever you want, write them however you want, write them whatever time of day you want. There are no rules. I'm gonna let this plane pass really quick. But yeah, so it's basically your place where you have no rules, you say whatever you want, say however you feel. You are not allowed to judge yourself, you're just allowed to write things down, and it is so freeing. But this was my first entry. So again, this is October 4th, 2023. I hate writing in a physical book because it won't look aesthetic. I even feel like my notes need to look a certain way. I also am starting late, quote unquote. It's Wednesday and it's 8 p.m. and I wanted to start on Monday, and obviously I wanted the morning pages to be done in the morning. So these are technically night pages for day one, and it's not even Monday. I feel like this won't work on me since I'm already failing. I'm scared of how people will judge my art after this because it might not be religious enough. I spent the whole day catching up on this book, and I had so much I wanted to do. I felt so good about today until I started writing. I guess this is my first encounter with my censor, which you learn what a censor is in week 1, but I'm scared of overthinking throughout this process and not letting it change me, but I can't continue on this way. I'm a shadow artist and I'm trying to be gentle, but how will I ever actually create art worth anything? I feel like I'm a nobody. I'll always be misunderstood, but I'm also tired of using my voice because it means I'm opening myself up to critics and opinions. I feel unfulfilled, like life is happening to me instead of living. I'm restless and I have low energy. I just want to be someone, but I also want to remain anonymous. I know I'm asking too much, or maybe not enough, so I settle for whatever happens because I've lost my curiosity. It feels like no one actually wants to celebrate me. Is that a result of me not celebrating them? I'm tired of all of this, and I fear that I'm going to forfeit my career. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. What if this is all a simulation and nothing really matters? But that can't be. Something very deep inside of me knows with complete surety I was definitely made for me. I just know it. So towards the end, you can see I got kind of hopeful, like there has to be something more, this has to work, etc., like thoughts like that. But majority of it was me just being extremely skeptical about this entire process and really skeptical about who I am as a person and if I'm really capable of even being an artist or doing anything worthwhile. It's like I was scared of myself, in all honesty. I was scared of who I'm capable of becoming because I thought it could be nothing good. So I usually am one of those people that just assume the worst and everything. So I think that this journal entry from today actually speaks volumes. So that was literally just 3 months ago, almost 4 months ago. And this is my morning pages from this morning. I'm feeling really confident about the direction I'm heading in this year. I know it'll bring its own struggles and obstacles, but for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm seeing with clarity, trusting my gut fully, giving myself a chance to be instead of suppressing and minimizing myself. I owe it to myself, and I'm so excited to see who I really am, what I'm truly capable of. I think I'm absolutely fantastic and a gem to this world. I'm excited to feel this way and explore a more optimistic side of myself and find the balance between naive and thinking the best and depressing and always assuming the worst. I'm finally giving myself the consistent space to be in a state of becoming. And then I put this quote from The Artist Way: "The journey is the only arrival." This quote will remain one of my favorite quotes. I am no longer afraid to speak my mind, share my experiences, and then I start talking to the creator. So the book refers to the creator, the great creator, God. A lot of people get weirded out by those things, but I actually think it's really comforting. So that's who I'm kind of writing to, I guess, in this next section. Help me to know when I'm harming versus helping. My intention will always be to help, but empty me from unforgiveness and bitterness so that I can see the difference and cause more healing than harming. I want my art to shine a light in the darkness of human souls. I want it to shake perspectives of closed-mindedness and leave the world open for more. You cannot be understood fully or placed into a box. Help me shatter the walls of people's boxes as you shatter mine. Don't leave us without protection. Fill the space of the broken wall with your love and protection. I believe you won't abandon us. I trust that you are safe. I trust this path you have me on is also safe. So a lot of like my hope and my optimism has been completely restored, if you can't tell, by these two journal entries almost 4 months apart. And it really does have to do with the artist way. It's given me the principles and the guidelines of how to seek deeper in myself. So it's not full. There are practices, so there's tasks every single week that you have to do, or you don't have to do, you can do whatever you want, but it's like they're encouraged to do, and they help you on this journey, and they help you with the things that are being taught. So those are just like her suggestions and a lot of exercises, because if you're anything like me, you don't know where to start. So they're extremely helpful, but the rest of the book is really just full of life principles that have completely transformed and opened up my thinking to not think like anybody else, but it's actually encouraged me to just think like an individual, think like Lexi. So yeah, I just wanted to share that because I think it's so encouraging, and it just made me realize how beneficial journaling is, because I can just look back from 4 months and I don't even recognize that person. I don't even recognize that version of myself. I love that version of myself because it's all I knew, but I don't recognize her anymore. And I'm so excited and I'm so thrilled of the person that I'm becoming. And I just wanted to encourage anyone that's maybe feeling like a little lost or feeling like you don't know who you are. I don't know about you. I'm in my mid-20s. I turned 25 last year. I'm just in this weird place, you know, feeling like I have to have everything figured out, feeling like I have to solve every problem, but also never knowing where to start, and then feeling like I'm in this like decision paralysis where I can't really make a decision. So I don't know. I just wanted to share that, but I'm going to start doing week 12 of the Artist Way, finish it up, and prep for a possible group happening. So I know I'm probably not going to be able to edit this part with all the sun, but the sun started blaring down on me. But anyways, I'm really soaking it all up. I'm really enjoying it. I hope you find time to get outside. If you are in a very cold spot, maybe sit in front of the window and just look outside. But yeah, I wanted to share that. I hope it brings you a little bit of hope. And I'm sending you all so much love. Bye. Hi. You in it? Good boy. Good boy. Hello again. Did you miss me? I'm just kidding. I hope you enjoyed the video. I have been absolutely loving filming and editing long form content, and my goal was also to grow specifically YouTube and Patreon this year, and you all are showing up. That is one of the reasons I love YouTube so much. I have been a avid YouTube consumer since middle school. I even started making videos in middle school of like my Warped Tour hair and different things like that, and I just love the YouTube community. I do feel strongly that it's extremely supportive and open-minded, and I don't know, there's something about the YouTube community that's absolutely amazing. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for showing up. It truly means the world. If you enjoyed this video, you might as well give it a little like and a subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But overall, I just hope you had a good time and that you enjoyed, and hopefully it inspired you to embark on your own creative endeavor. I will keep you all posted on the Artist Way group, but if you want to stay like priority updated, I would definitely follow along on Patreon for free, or follow on Instagram. And the last thing I want to say is I also have noticed a couple of new faces on Patreon. I love that they have made it available for people to follow along for free and not just people that partner every month, so that a lot of people can get more exclusive content. But once we hit 50, and that means 50 either free or paid members, so just 50 people on Patreon in general, I am going to release something really, really cool. It's a little secret. So if you want to help me reach that goal, I encourage you to go head over on Patreon. It's a fun time. I have exclusive monthly podcasts. I have mailed goodies like prints and stickers and things like that. I have exclusive bonus content and so much more. But like I said, bottom line, I hope you just enjoyed, you had a good time hanging out, and that it inspired you to go embark on your own creative journey. That is all I have for you all. I hope you are having an amazing day, evening, night, whatever time of day it is. You are such a beautiful human. Don't let anyone tell you differently. And I will see you in the next one.